What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Old Volks TV. Doing something on the bus today that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Another thing on the list to check off the list. The old sink doesn't work so very well. It's intact, it's original. You know, it kind of pumps and squeaks, but nothing really comes out. And what's really bad is when you take the cap off and you pour a little water in there. It just comes out the bottom there, as you can see, which it's not supposed to. It should stay in there until you pump it. And so that means we got a little problem with our sink system or pump or a tank or something. I'm hoping it's not cracked. I haven't looked back there. I've always wanted to take this apart and kind of have that work, and I think that would be kind of cool. Not have to drag along an extra water can for washing up and whatever. So let's pull this out. Take a look. Fingers crossed that fiberglass isn't cracked and that it's something easy. And then we'll see what we need to do to fix it. Come on, let's go. Alright, so here's the tank, which is behind the fridge unit. You know, it kind of fits in there. It's angled for some reason, I don't know. I don't remember the Westy ones being like that. And it holds, you know, a certain amount of water. It's supposed to. Mine obviously doesn't. But the tanks are really easy to get out. So firstly, if I remember correctly, what it looks like on this one is you can pull the spout off. Keep that, you're gonna need it later. There's a little hose down here that connects the feeder to the pump. We want to get that off without breaking the little nipple. Pause for laughter. And that's it. So here's our tank. Looks to be in pretty good shape actually. No cracks, no breaks, no chips, and no drain. We just got a little hole down at the bottom, and that's probably why the water's coming out and not staying in there. So we need to plug that with something, and I'll check my pile. I think I might have something, and if I don't have something, we'll take a little pause, intermission, go get yourself a cold frosty beverage or whatever, and I'm gonna run to Home Depot, get something to fill that hole, and we'll get back to action. Alright, intermission's over. I did have to go to Home Depot. I didn't have anything that perfectly fit and would do what I wanted to do. So what I did was I took this little flangey guy off, took it down to Home Depot, and matched the size, and I got myself a little brass, I don't know what you'd call that, a coupler I suppose, and just a little brass cap for the bottom. I do want to be able to drain this after camping. I don't want to drive around with gross water in there all the time. I get all mildewy and you can't use it and it's super gross. So I do want to be able to drain it. So I put this on there. This actually is going to go through the hole in the floor and stick out underneath. And I'll be able to pull this cap off and drain it, put it back on, you know, the way it was intended. It actually should have had a petcock on there where you could just turn it, but I couldn't find one that was that size. I may continue looking for one. This is a quarter NPT thread. The nice thing about a Riviera camper versus a Westy camper, oh boy, you have to buy all these extra things. Some are standard, some are not. You know, I have 6mm hardware and 1/4" hardware holding things together. I have, you know, a 1/4" NPT nipple, and you know, it could be like a M12. If it was a Westy, it would be a completely different size. So quite fun trying to find the standard tools and the metric tools to work on a bus that's both American and German at the same time. But you know, we do what we do. So I'm gonna put a little thread locker on there. My favorite brand of thread locker. You can use whatever kind of thread locker you want. I'm only going to use it on the side that goes into here because I do want to be able to pull that cap off. So if it drips a little bit, that's fine. This is, I don't know, 5 gallons, and over the course of a weekend, a little drip here and there is not going to hurt. Just less to drain out, I suppose. So I'm going to put my blue thread locker on there, and I'm of course going to put way too much like usual. Kind of turn this around, get it on all the threads, and then that just goes right in there. And then we take our, I'm not worried about this getting scratched because you're never going to see it. So I'm not going to wrap it in tape like I would if it was a piece of a carb or something. And then you just tighten it up. Nice and snug. And then the cap, we'll just put it on tight, but not super hecka tight. Got our thread locker all the way around, so we're in good shape. So that's fixed. No more leak. I didn't see any wet spots after we poured that. Everything that looks wet is actually just fiberglass. This thing is like molded or something out of fiberglass, so it would be very easy to fix. If it did have cracks, we could just, put some kitty hair on it and some resin, sand it down a little bit, and let it be done. And that would be it. These are the parts I got anyways. In case you have a Riviera with a leaky sink, I'll throw links to part numbers on here, and like I said, I just got these at Home Depot. It was like $6 for the pair. Let's see if it leaks. Get my little pitcher here. It's gonna be hard to do. Yeah, I don't think that was too bad at all. It's not leaking. No drips, so we're good. Might need to put a little more water in there to test this. No, we won't. I can tell. It's not even squeaking anymore. It's not pumping, so we'll have to take this off. And I got this right here. I'll take this apart so you guys can see what it does. These are super common. This is called a rocket pump. And these were used on tons of campers. All different kinds of campers from all manufacturers. And basically, you got 6 little screws here. I don't have a flathead screwdriver. Let me go run and grab one. Okay, little tiny flathead. You got these 6 little screws. These are loose too. Okay. It took a little prying to get that off, which I didn't show you. But it's off. And what we got here is, if you ever built a motor, you'll recognize, got like a little piston on this little pivoty swivelly thing here, which attaches to this rod with this screw, via this cam bearing. crank bearing, some sort of a bearing. So this little guy, when you pump this thing back and forth like that, that pumps this piston up and down in that cylinder, and the piston has a little rubber one-way valve on it. So when you push it down, it doesn't do anything, and when you pull it up, it draws water up here. And as it's drawing water up here, when you push it back down, there's a little stopper deep inside there. The water can't go back out, so it comes out the pump. So every time you push it down, this little guy works inside there, and it gets just a gulp of water each time, just a little squirt. So you got to pump it a lot to get a lot of water out, but you can still get these pumps today. You know, they look very similar to this. In fact, I ordered one because I figured this was going to be an issue. Ta-da! So here we have the new version of the rocket pump. Virtually the same. Just chrome is the only freaking color I could find. I could not get it in white or yellow. That'll bolt right in the same exact spot as the factory one, and has all the factory function. More of it's made of plastic, which I'm not really a fan of, but you can't really get away from that these days. Everybody's moving to plastic. Even the parts that look like metal are plastic. But this will screw down. It has the same footprint and everything. So I'm just going to connect it with that hose on the bottom, and a couple screws, and that's it. It's fixed, you know. And then this will pump the water out. This little plastic line is pretty stiff. All right, gang, there you go. Got a sink that works, doesn't leak. Now we have one less thing that we got to pack up when we go camping. All we got to do is fill that thing up, and away we go. Clean hands for everybody. Super easy. It ended up costing me 40 bucks or so for everything, for the pump and the brass bits and whatever. You can do it. So hopefully, if you got a bad sink, you can roll them backwards. If you got a bad sink that doesn't work, hit the link down below. You can grab yourself a rocket pump, and good as new. So tell a friend, hit that subscribe button down below, ring that little bell for me if you can. Pick up your merch from our Teespring, which is down there also in the bottom in the comments below. And thanks for watching.